Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Janelle, and today I'm going to guide you through a resistance training routine that's going to leave you feeling stronger, fitter, and more energized than ever before. Today's program is a full body workout incorporating all supersets using unilateral or open chain exercises. This approach helps to identify and correct muscle imbalances, which is difficult to accomplish with barbell exercises. This workout is versatile enough for beginners to advanced lifters. Just simply adjust the amount of weight you use to match your current fitness level. If you are more of a beginner, you can choose to do only 2 of each of the supersets instead of all 3. Before we get started, please be sure to check out my self-myofascial release and stretching video, as well as my follow along dynamic warm-up video. You can find the links to these in the description below. Remember, throughout the exercises, always keep proper form, listen to what your body is telling you, modify whenever needed, and most importantly, have fun. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a single workout. All right, are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, so now that you're all warmed up and ready to go, we'll jump into our first superset, which is going to be for legs. We're going to do mini band, goblet, lateral step and squats, and superset that right into cable or band hip adductions. So you'll need your mini loop band if you have one. If not, then you can do this exercise without it as well. You want to place it just above your knees. Grab a dumbbell. And again, if you're more of a beginner, you can simply just do this body weight with no dumbbell at all. So we're going to go for a total of 18 to 24 steps, and depending on the space you have in your workout area, you can do laps of 3 sets or 3 steps or laps of 4 steps, whatever works. So set yourself up into good posture, hold the dumbbell close to your chest, shoulders back and down in a neutral position, and then what you'll do is step out to the side, squat down, come back up, bring your feet together. And there's 2, 3, 4. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, keep your tummy tight, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 20. And try to keep your knees in line with your toes on the way down. And there's 24. So now we'll jump right into the hip adductions. So you can use a cable machine or set up resistance bands in whatever manner you can within your workout area. So once you're all hooked up, you want to step out far enough so that when your leg is abducted out to the side, you've got just a little bit of tension. And then stand up nice and tall, tummy tight, hang onto a wall or something for balance. And then you're simply just going to pull your leg in front of the other one for 10 to 12 times. 3, 6. Thinking about the inner thigh working throughout this. 12. Good. Switch to the other leg. When you're doing this at home or the gym, you don't have to have 2 bands set up. I'm just set up like this for the purposes of this video. Okay, so stand up nice and tall with good posture. Brace your core, inhale, and as you exhale, pull your foot in front of the other foot, thinking about the squeeze in your inner thigh. And you don't want to lean to the side, you want to stay up nice and tall. 6, 7, 8. Try to pause at the end range. 11 and 12. Good. Now for a rest period, rest anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds, and then we'll do that all over again. Okay, all rested up, ready for set 2. Grab your band, put it above your knees, grab your dumbbell or kettlebell. Start off to one side, inhale, step to the side and squat, and come back up. Going for 24 steps if you can. 3, 4, exhale up, 5, 6, get down as deep as you can, 7, push against the band with your knees, 9, 10, 11, keep those knees in line with your toes. There's 12, halfway there, 13, 14, 15, 16. You got this. 19 and 20. Only 4 more. 2, 3, and 24. Oh, my glutes are on fire. And I'm a little winded. If you need to, take a few seconds to let your heart rate come down and catch your breath. So into the hip adductions now. When we're doing alternating sides, always try to start with your weaker side first, because in that way, if you only get, say, 8 reps done, then you only do 8 reps on the other side. Got to keep it even and let the weaker side catch up. Brace your belly. Exhale as you pull the foot in front of the other and hold. 2, 3, 4, feel that squeeze. 5, touch the muscle, that'll help you connect with it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Straight over to the other side. Get your balance, get positioned. Brace your belly, exhale and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, really focus on the inner thigh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Nice. First superset all done. If you are advanced or have enough time, feel free to pause this video and do another superset of these leg exercises and then continue on with me. to the second superset, and this is for chest and back. Our first exercise is going to be an alternating cable chest press. And of course, you can use bands as well if you don't have access to a cable machine. And then our exercise for back is going to be cross bench dual dumbbell pullovers. So to start off with the cable chest press, grab onto the handles, bring your arms down to your side and firmly plant them into your ribs, and then step out. Assume your stance and remember which leg is forward, because on the next set, we'll switch to the other leg being forward. So chin slightly tucked, shoulders back and down, tail slightly tucked and ribs down. Bring your elbows out, not flared all the way, only about 45 degrees. Inhale, exhale, and push forward. Come back under control. So there's 2. We're going for a total of 24. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Coming back under control, only going as far as your mobility will allow. Exhale out, 17, 18. Keep everything tight, especially when it starts getting hard. 1, 2, 3, and 24. And now bring your forearms back into your ribs, lower back under control, and that set is done. If you need to save some time, you can do both arms at the same time, but I highly recommend doing the alternating because it brings your core more into the exercise. Now we'll jump over to the dumbbell pullovers. Lower yourself down so that your shoulder blades are on the bench. Grab your weights. Shimmy yourself out a little bit because we do want your head to be on the bench. Pack your shoulder blades down in good positioning. We don't want them hiking up towards your ears. You want your hips up and your glutes and abs tight. And your starting position is going to be about right here. You want to maintain a soft bend in your elbows. And inhale as you come back nice and slow, searching for the stretch in the lats. Don't bend your elbows more when you're back here. Keep them just softly bent. Find that stretch, pause, exhale back. And we're going for 10 to 12 reps here. Exhale up, there's 2. Keeping your elbows in line with your ribs. Don't let them flare out to the sides. There's 3. Inhale back, stretch, pause, exhale up. And here's 5. Back nice and slow, look for that stretch. There's 6, 7, and 8. Keeping those hips up. And 9. Almost there. 10. 11. And 12. Good. Now to safely get down, just kind of scoot yourself up onto the bench a little bit. Drop the dumbbells. And there you go. All done. If using 2 dumbbells is too hard for you to keep your elbows in alignment, you can simply just hold 1 dumbbell and do the motion like this. I find that helps you to stop wanting to shoot your elbows out to the sides. There you go. Now take your 60 to 90 second rest break and come back and we'll do it all over again. Okay, now for set 2 of our chest and back superset. So grab onto those cables again, plant them firmly into your ribs, step out. Assume your split stance with your other leg forward this time. Assume your proper posture, think shoulders, hips, ribs, elbows out to starting position. Inhale, exhale, press forward. And we're going for 24 again. If you ever feel like your shoulders are coming out of position, just simply reset them and start your next rep. Down, back nice and slow. Keep your tummy tight. Shoulders back and down. Back nice and slow. There's 18, almost there, and 20. If it starts getting hard, really tighten everything up. Hips, glutes, abs, thighs, everything. And there's 24. Elbows into the sides, and go back under control. This time I'm gonna start with the weights on the floor, and I'm gonna come down onto the bench with my shoulder blades, grab one weight at a time, scooch myself into position, hips up, glutes and abs tight, soft bend in the elbows. Inhale back, under control, look for the stretch, pause, and exhale back. Inhale, exhale. Coming back nice and slow. There's 3, 4, 5. Your shoulders might want to elevate towards your ears because of how this movement is. There's 7. If they're excessively coming up, just repack them down and continue on. 8. Look for that stretch. 9. Pause, exhale back. There's 10. Don't overly bend your elbows. There's 11. And 12. Bring your elbows to your ribs, lower down. There we go. Set 2 is done. Feel free to do a third set or move on to the next superset with me. Okay, now we're moving on to shoulder superset. So our first exercise is going to be front Y raises, and then we're going to superset right into seated bent over rear delt W row. So as you've noticed so far, these supersets are working opposing muscle groups. We had our outsides of the legs, inside of the thighs, chest, back. Now we're doing front of shoulders and the back of shoulders. So for the front Y raises, you can either do them standing in a slight hip hinge. I like doing them chest supported because I can really focus on isolating the front of the shoulders. So we're not rounding around the bench. Stay up nice and tall with good posture. Don't use an overly heavy weight for this. Inhale, exhale, up, pause, down nice and slow. So you're coming up in the shape of a Y. There's 2. We're not going straight up and we're not flaring out to the sides either. So exhale up, there's 3, 4, still keeping your tummy and your glutes engaged. 5, up, pause, down nice and slow. There's 6, 7, 8, 10, 10, not coming up too high, 11, and 12, and down nice and slow. Good, now we're gonna transition right over to the rear delt row or fly. Whatever you wanna call it, we're working our rear delts. So sit on the edge of your bench, lean forward, back is nice and straight. You can have your shoulders a little bit towards the floor to start this. Inhale, and as you exhale, come out to the sides, making the shape of a W with your arms, rotating so that your thumbs are pointing behind you at the top. I think that was 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really thinking about the backs of the shoulders when you're at the top. 11 and 12. There we go. Take your 60 to 90 second rest break, and we'll be right back. Okay, now for set 2 of our shoulder superset. This time I'll stand up for the Y or the front Y raise. Get proper posture, hips tucked a little bit, ribs tucked down a little bit. Inhale into a braced belly, exhale up, down nice and slow. Not coming up too high. We want to maintain tension on the front of the shoulders. There's 3, down under control, 4, making sure your chin isn't coming forward, keep it back, 5, 6, down under control, 7, keeping the glutes and quads tight, 8, 9, 10, almost there, and 12, down nice and slow. Perfect. Now we'll transition right over into the rear delt flies or rows. I lightened my weight a little bit this set because my shoulder's kind of finicky. Okay, so grab your dumbbells, sit at the edge of the bench, lean forward, arms down underneath your thighs. Inhale and exhale up, squeeze at the top, come down under control. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're pointing the thumbs behind you at the top. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. And as with all the previous supersets, doing a third one is completely optional. Make sure to take your rest break. all we've got left in today's workout is biceps and triceps. So I actually have 2 supersets for each of those muscle groups. The first one is going to be bicep curls for 21s, and then tricep pushdowns for 28s. And then the last superset will be concentration curls, followed by kettlebell or dumbbell skull crushers with flow eccentrics. So if you're a beginner, you can just pick one superset or the other, or just do one set of each superset. And if you're more advanced, feel free to do 2 or even 3 of each of these final supersets. Okay, so let's get started with the bicep curls 21s. So we're gonna do 7 bottom half, 7 top half, and then 7 full reps. So set up your posture, pretend you're standing against the wall and your shoulders and your elbows maintain contact with the wall. Face your palms forward, tuck your tail, drop your ribs a little bit. Inhale, exhale as you're lifting. So there's 1, 2, 3, 7. Now we'll do the 7 top halves. So we'll count that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now 7 full reps. 1, trying not to sway your body too much. 3, down under control. 4, exhale up. 5, down slow. And 6, and 7. Good. Now we'll move on to the tricep or rope tricep pushdown 28s. So how this is laid out is you're gonna be in a real slight hip hinge just to allow full extension of your arms. Make sure you're using a rope or something long enough that you can bring your hands past your hips. So we're gonna do 7 full reps and then 7 bottom partials. And then we'll repeat that again, making 28 reps. So set up your posture, slight hinge down. Starting position is gonna be about right here. Elbows at your sides. Inhale, squeeze the arms. Good, and 2, 3. Don't come up too high. You wanna maintain tension on the triceps. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the partials, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come back up. Now our fulls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have used lower weight. 6 and 7. Now the partials, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, definitely should have used lower weights. Keep that in mind when you're doing this exercise. The triceps are a small muscle. They don't require a lot of weight. I call them the little asshole muscles. They fire up and burn really quickly. Take your rest break and come back and let's do it all over again. Okay, next superset, bicep curls, 21s, starting with the 7 bottoms. 1. Really think about the bicep, go down nice and slow. 5, 6, and 7. Now all the way up to the top for the top halves. 2, down under control. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now for the fulls. Keep everything nice and braced. Try not to swing your body. There's 2, down under control. 3. I'm bad for going down too fast. There's 4, 5. You really want that 3 to 4 second eccentric. 6 and 7. Down nice and slow. Okay. Now back to those tricep push down 28s. I lightened my load, so hopefully I can get through it this time. I'm going to show you it in a little bit more of a hip hinged position this time. So I'm a little bit farther away from the machine, hinged over, knees slightly bent. My elbows are more out in front of me this time. So inhale, and as you exhale, pull down, straighten your arms. There's 2, up under control. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now the partials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Back up to the starting position. Take a breather if you need. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now those partials. 1, 2, 3, and I'm failing. 4, 5. Come on, you got this. 6 and 7. And again, I still haven't learned my lesson to use lighter weights. There we go. Do a third set of this if you want. If not, take your rest break and we'll move on to the next bicep tricep superset. Okay, we are almost there. Last superset for biceps and triceps. We're going to be doing concentration curls and then kettlebell or dumbbell skull crushers with flow eccentrics. So to start off for the concentration curls, you want to use your weaker arm first. Come to the corner of your bench or box or whatever you're using. Place your upper arm so that it's deep inside your thigh. We're not resting it on your thigh like this or your knee. We're coming down nice and low to the ground, pushing the upper arm into the inner thigh. Inhale and exhale up. Feel the squeeze, down nice and slow. You can kind of rotate the dumbbell a little bit at the top to get even more of a squeeze. So we're going for 10 to 12 per arm. There's 3 and 4, down under control. 5, 6, 7, exhale up. 8, 9, good. 10, almost there. 11, down slow. and 12. Go extra slow on this one. There we go. Now go ahead and switch arms. Again, we're not resting the knee or the elbow on your knee. We're bringing your upper arm deep inside your thighs. Lean down nice and far. Brace your core. Inhale, exhale up. Kind of rotate the dumbbell a little bit. And there's 2. Down nice and slow. 3. 4. Really think about your bicep throughout the entire movement. 5. You can see I'm touching my bicep to kind of feel it working. There's 7. Down slow. 8. Good. 9. If you start to fail, you can give yourself a little bit of assistance, but make sure you go down extra slow when you do that. I think that was 9. Here's 10. Down slow. 11. Squeeze. And 12. Go down extra slow on this last one. There we go. Now we'll move on to the kettlebell skull crushers. Okay, so sit at the edge of your bench, grab your kettlebells, get them into the racked position, lower yourself back on the bench, feet under your knees, shoulder blades back and down, squeeze your glutes, arms up overhead and angled back, and then you're gonna slowly lower down, exhale up. There's 1, down slow, 2, down nice and slow, 3, 4, 5. The swinging of the kettlebells makes this extra challenging. 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep everything tight. 10. 2 more. 11. And 12. Bring your elbows down, knees up. Roll on up and safely unrack the kettlebells. Take your rest period, and if you want to do another set, come and join me again. Okay, last set. Let's do this. Grab your dumbbell, hinge forward, plant the upper arm deep inside your thigh. Inhale, exhale up and squeeze down under control. There's 2, 3, slight twist at the top to feel the bicep. And 5, down slow. 6, 7. Really think about the bicep. It's the only muscle doing the work right now. 9, 10. Do an extra squeeze on this one, hold, and then down super, super slow. Good. Other side. Get set up, inhale, brace your belly, exhale up, turn the dumbbell a little bit for that extra squeeze at the top, down slow. There's 2, good, 3, stay focused on the bicep, 4, 6, 7. Remember, you can give yourself a little bit of assistance if needed. Just make sure you're going down even slower. I think this is 9. Exhale up, 10. Down slow, 11. Extra squeeze on this last one. Down super, super slow. Feel that bicep tighten up. Nice. There we go. Now on to the skull crushers. This time I'm going to use dumbbells for demonstration purposes. So kick your dumbbells up to your shoulders, elbows in tight, safely roll back, pack your shoulders down, feet under your knees, spread your knees apart a little bit to engage your glutes. So you can hold the dumbbells either like this, or you can hold them like this. So bring your elbows back, lower down, bend the elbows, exhale up. Down really slow, exhale up. There's 2, 3, remember we're thinking slow eccentrics here. 4, 5, 6, halfway there. My triceps are shaking. There's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Elbows into your ribs. Roll on up. And there we go. That concludes this full follow along workout session. This is actually a sneak preview to a program that I am designing. It will be available on my website. I can't say for sure when, as I'm just starting the designing process of it. It is going to be called Supersets Unleashed. It'll be two phases. The first phase will have 3 workout days, all using supersets with antagonist muscle groups, so opposing muscle groups like what we just did. And with legs, the focus on it will be recruiting the lateral muscles, because we don't do these types of movements very much. That's going to be brought into the first phase of the program. The second phase of the program is going to be utilizing same muscle groups for the supersets. So for example, with chest, we'll do one chest exercise and superset right into another chest exercise. The rep ranges will vary between the first set and the second set. And then we'll move on to back, same thing. And we'll work our way throughout the whole routine. So if you're interested in that program, please subscribe to this channel, turn on your notifications, and when it is up and published, you'll receive a notification that it's ready to go. I hope you enjoyed this workout. It was a lot of fun filming it. I'm a little bit of an amateur, so if you have any comments or suggestions on how I can improve the videos, please drop a comment below and like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.